When a basketball player gets injured, they have a conflicting. Let's just say LeBron James gets injured, right? And his team is in the playoffs. A part of LeBron wants the team to win, but a part of LeBron wants the team to lose. And this is actually something that is a real phenomenon in athletes, where they want to see the team win, but they want to see the team win with them. And if they're gone, they want to see the team suffer without them, because and you kind of understand, like, it's a selfish thing, and this is the truth. People are selfish. People are selfish. That's just how it is, man. Everyone is selfish, and everyone has their own agenda. And they try to include their agenda with the team thing. But at the end of the day, people have a unconscious or conscious need to see people suffer in their absence, because it's a reflection of how much are you worth, how much are you missed. And when you think about missing motherfuckers, it's pain, people. Like, oh my fucking God, he's angry. He's going crazy. He's breaking sticks everywhere. Right? You want to see that. And people only realize how important you are when they feel that pain. And sometimes they never feel it because you are just too there. Too there. Heck, even the feeling that you're gonna dump them will make them respect you more. I'm not even kidding with you, man. Just the feeling of that gone pain, that if you might dump them, literally, like, if there's like a fucking respectometer, I could promise you, the thought of you leaving them, the respectometer just goes up. And this is the thing: when you're in the face of death, your senses naturally become more intensified. You start to take in the world more. You start to observe more details. You start to observe more nonverbal cues. You take in more of the world because you think this is the last time you're gonna have this. It's almost like your last meal. When inmates who are about to die eat their last meal, I can promise you, they're focusing so much on that meal, they're gonna become enlightened. And it's the same thing. When somebody looks at you with the thought and the unconscious understanding that one day you can leave them, their senses, the aperture of their senses open up. They take in more of you. They literally take in more. Like a thirsty person who takes a drink without realizing you drank the whole bottle. There's a unconscious pang of the premature exit of you leaving their lives, that it opens the apertures of their senses and just takes you in, and they unconsciously hold on to the experience for a longer period of time. But it comes through the unconscious or conscious realization that one day if you leave them, that you're gonna eventually move on. It's important to let people know that if they mess with you, you aren't nice anymore. That's another thing. They gotta be able to sense cruelty from you. There's a cruel part of you. There's a darker side to you, and we treat our partners like parents treat their children. They are afraid to show children their dark side. They're afraid to show their children their bad habits. That the fact that they may smoke, that the fact that, you know, that they, like, for example, mobsters don't want their kids to know that they're part of the mob because they're afraid of it. And so they hide certain parts of themselves to their kids. And that's not how we should be. You got to show people the full ranges of yourself. There's really nothing to fear there. If you have a darker side, you got to find a way to show it. Because your dark side is the contours of your personality. It's what really gives you shape. And your dark side is what causes people to hesitate to fuck with you. And one of the most important things is to have a crazy side. A side that says, if you fuck with me, I don't give a fuck about how many friends we have together. I'm ruining this whole thing and leaving your ass. And that has a touch of insanity. That people do have an unconscious respect for the insane. We're not talking about go full Psycho Melissa mode, Psycho Tyrone mode. No, but I'm just saying that you want to be able to communicate that one way or the other. And one way is just to have moments of selfishness. If you're too selfless, especially when you love someone, we tend to do that, which causes them to take us for granted. You got to be selfish. Have moments of selfishness, man. Everyone is selfish and has their own agenda, man. Too much selflessness doesn't breed respect. The less you try to please people, the more they're likely to respect you in the long run. Stop trying to be all kumbaya all the time. Sometimes show people I'm selfish. Show that sometimes. Get them to be a little, man, you little selfish motherfucker. That it doesn't push them away. It just it allows them to have a little bit of like, okay, there's a side to you. It doesn't push people away. A lot of people think it does, but it just doesn't. People forgive you more. People are more forgiveful than people imagine, especially with love. And the reason why is because humans naturally, they want to, when they like someone, when they like you, it just creates a halo effect. So even though you might show negative traits, they'll notice it, but they'll suppress it. They'll suppress the fact that you're being selfish. And how does the suppression works? Well, when you suppress something, you get the information. And for example, let's just say your dad was a murderer, for example. My dad was a murderer, right? And what the brain will do is that you're gonna like be aware of the information, but it's almost like an emotional muffle. It'll literally like an emotional muffle, like putting a muffle over something. You kind of have this weird ability to create a fog over it and a muffle over it, where you can see the form of the fact that your dad is a murderer. You can even hear the fact that your dad is a murderer, but you create a muffle and an emotional cloud that you sort of have a way to just look away. It's like that's my way of describing suppression, where you are aware of the information, but you make it pixelated and muffled. So you can't fully hear it or see it, but you know it's there, and it takes up a lot of your energy too. It's not good for you. But the act of doing that ingrains the person deeper into your psychology, because to suppress something is to use your unconscious mind. So being able to have negative and positive traits, the negative traits, they're going to ignore the negative traits, but the act of ignoring the negative traits, it's almost like it requires them to put you in there, like it requires them to store you where their unconscious mind lies. And that denial of the negative traits is almost like an indication of how deeply wired you're in. And also just if you just deny things about certain people because you like them, you're almost fall by the act of creating denial makes you fall in love with them even further. Because you're almost like you're almost, the deeper in a state of denial you are, it's almost like it's I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it to people, but it's like, if you gotta deny this, it means you really like it. But also, if you deny it, you are unconsciously creating more. You're unconsciously loving them more. If that makes any sense. That's what parents do with kids. My son is not a murderer. He just stabbed a few people. Walk it off. You know? And a lot of parents, it's almost like the problem child, right? Where everyone knows that you're a problem and you have a lot of issues, but the parents are in denial. And the denial is a sign of their love, but also just the denial creates more love. And they'll end up loving the child who's more problematic than the child who's not problematic. It's a crazy thing, man. And the funny thing is that the problematic child is never taken for granted. The one who's taken for granted is a child that actually behaves. Be a little problematic from time to time. Give them something to deny, something to suppress. It won't hurt your case. They'll like you more. All right, if you guys enjoy these videos about stoicism, dating, relationships, self-help, moving up in life, I would recommend you guys check out some of my courses that I have for sale. These courses are courses for men and women. For example, Nice Girl, Nice Guy is a course about how to become more assertive. Natural Chemistry is a course for women that I have on how to develop strong relationships. Dark Game is a controversial course that I have for guys on how to attract women in their life and keep it. It's not as dark as it seems, but we do talk about some dark psychology in here. Psychological Game of Attraction is a course that we made for women who are single. And as you see, we have a course about how to develop charisma, emotional mastery, which is a course about how to develop a meditation practice and how to improve your emotional life, to become more resilient, to not let rejection hit you so hard, to be able to bounce back from failure. I have a course called Nice Guy, which is a course for guys who are single and guys who want to be able to develop more assertiveness training, right? Most of these courses come at $99. And there you could also purchase the bundle where you guys can purchase all of the courses in one go at a discounted rate, right? We have a bundle for women and a bundle for men. So click in the description down below to check them out. You could browse around and see the courses that you like. And if you don't like them, you guys can ask for a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I'll give you guys the money back, okay? And in fact, we actually have a new one for women right now we're developing. It's called The Feminine Woman. So if you're a woman watching, this course is specifically to help women become more feminine, to embrace their feminine while embracing their masculine energy. And I'm actually going to make a course for that, like that for men, which is called the Masculine Man, which is a course on how to develop masculinity and develop masculine energy, to attract women in your life, to attract business success in your life, to be able to be better socializing, to read people better. It's truly an all-around course. So if you guys want to check out those courses, click on the description down below where it says purchase the courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.